Today's Friday, October 12th, which means we're giving away a free Serum pack, baby. Go ahead and click the link in the description down below if you want to go ahead and grab your pack now. It's normally $27, but for limited time only, we're giving it away 100% free. So go ahead and click the link down in the description below if you want to claim your free Serum pack. Anyways, it's time to sound design the main bass from Virtual Riot and Snails' remix of Snails' track Wfsu, and this is what it sounds like. Hey, what's up, rocket-powered sound designers? Welcome to a brand new Serum tutorial. In this video, we're gonna be breaking down exactly what's going on behind the sound, behind the scenes. We're gonna be taking back that curtain so you can see exactly what's going on. Now you can apply these techniques to your own music. Okay, so go ahead and download this preset. It's for free, as well as the pack in the description below. Let's go ahead and get started, because we're not going to be recreating the entire thing from scratch. What's the point? Instead, I'm going to be giving you the exact golden nuggets you can take away from this tutorial that you can immediately apply into your own music. So anyways, starting ourselves off, we have that signature Snails sound, and that is that really grimy, gritty waveform. And what we always use for that is either a sawtooth waveform or I-can-has kick, preferably I-can-has kick. And that is in the digital selection here. And this wavetable alone is what gives us that really gritty, gross sound, okay? That grrr, okay? That's what it sounds like. And it's literally just a kick drum that they went ahead and brought into the wavetable editor. So that is our first step right there, getting that I-can-has kick waveform. Next, what we did was we put on a little bit of frequency modulation. So no sound is actually getting outputted through this waveform. Instead, it's all getting outputted through oscillator B. We're using frequency modulation and then pitching this down 1 octave. The reason for that is normally when we pitch things up in frequency modulation, we start to get that metallic effect, for example. Something like that. It just sounds gross. But instead, what we're doing is when we pitch it down 1 octave, it starts to create a weird detuned sound, and it gets to the point where this waveform is not supposed to be playing at this pitch usually. So what happens is it starts to get even lower into that stuttery section, because the lower we go on the frequency, the less cycles, or the slower the cycles are going to be going through, which gives it more of a gritty sound. And we have a host oscillator that is in the right pitch. If this makes any sense, it is on like the right target. So basically we have the right pitch, but it sounds even grittier and even more dirty when we're using this technique. So this technique is not too good for most sounds, but it works really well in this. Anyways, we went ahead and modulated the coarse pit here of oscillator A, and it's not actually being modulated on oscillator B, but when we're doing this on A, we're simply bringing it down even further. So we're really going hard with the lower octaves here on this waveform, because the lower we go, the slower, the more gritty of those waveforms. So anyways, guys, taking us straight into the effects. First effect on the list is distortion, and when we're taking a look at the tube, you're gonna realize we have some weird settings going on here that not too many people actually mess around with. Take a look. If we were just to go ahead and go on with off, that sounds like complete garbage, and that's not what we want. Instead, we go ahead and put on pre-distortion, which allows us to absolutely get the exact filtering that we want. So that allows us to distort the only frequencies that we have selected. So what I did here was I went ahead and selected a bandpass kind of filter. It's leaning towards a high pass morph a little bit, but it's mostly a bandpass. And what we're doing here is we're just distorting these high-end frequencies, which is all we want, okay? See how gross it sounds without the distortion, but then when we turn it on and we're just distorting those little frequencies that are really the gritty ones, it really makes the sound stand out a lot more. And now, guys, there's just a few more things that I want to get into here. There's the phaser. The phaser is one of Snails' signature kind of effects that he utilizes so well. It's such a simple effect, but he absolutely kills it with this. So what we're doing here is, without the phaser, it sounds actually the filter, I'm going to turn that off too, because that's a variation of the filter. The phaser is what allows us to get that really vocal sound. So the depth of the phaser here is really what's adjusting some of these deeper frequencies, as you can hear. It's literally like the depth of the phaser itself. And then the frequency is kind of like the pitch. You know, what is a tone of this vocal resonance that we want to be applying? So if we were to put this lower, as you can hear, that's a completely lower format than what we're working with here. And this is the exact frequency about that they actually use in the original sound, so we might as well stick with that. And now the chorus is just, don't even worry about that. That's just there to add in a little bit of thickness in the background. And then phaser, like I said, guys, we're really just trying to focus on this vocal aspect of the sound. And the phaser is a fantastic way of doing this without the filter. When we turn it on, then it just focuses in the sound a little bit more. Nothing too crazy there. The phaser filters are all just built off of what frequencies the phasers are actually cutting out of. So anyways, we just finished off the sound with a multiband compressor, and then here's a nice little trick at the end that we did do. Into the delay here, you're gonna realize that it's at a very low time. So all we're doing here is we set the time down to about 1.92, and what that does is it makes the sound go ahead and cycle through very, very fast, which repeats itself and adds in this weird feedback sound. It sounds very metallic and very bizarre. If we were to turn this off, bypass this and turn up the mix, you can start to hear it's starting to repeat itself, and it's almost at a different pitch. So then what we do is we throw on an LFO and just modulate it, and it sounds absolutely insane. It's a nice little effect if you want to make your sound a little bit more unique, add a little bit more depth to it. So that's what we ended up doing to the sound, and it's all I did to make this awesome preset. And then the filter here, just nothing crazy. We're just cutting out a little bit of frequencies. Now guys, if you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you go ahead and drop a like on this video and grab your pack in the description below. It's 100% free. Like I said, normally $27, but for limited time only, we're doing this for free. And guys, click that subscribe button if you want more weekly Serum tutorials. So without further ado, my name is Shane from Rocket Powered Sound, and I will catch you guys in the next Serum tutorial.